I think we need more barricade, guys.
Hey, all gravity, any day above ground, live it. Hope everyone's doing well this early morning. Oh, we got to talk about this. You know what? Fuck it. We gonna start it off correctly this morning. Yes, we are. Yes, baby. Yes, we are. We gonna start it off correctly. Because them folk, there's something wrong with them. They want they want to play moral authority. Cool. Come here.
After 2 seconds, 1 second.
They are their people. They are their ancestors. I don't care how this sounds. You all are watching in real time what they had in the history books for years. All them folk do is go to other places and destroy the culture. I said it. Now y'all pissed off the Mexicans. And we like it. We like it a lot. But before we get into this show, this broadcast, let's see who's in the building. Jerry Bradford, good morning. Joe Jude McCowden, good morning. Cosmo Fury, good morning. Reparations Nation, good morning. Kelvin Black, good morning. Ty Quinn Campbell, good morning. Leonard DeYuta, good morning. Wallow J, good morning. Miss Nisi, good morning. And for those who haven't said anything in the live chat or the comments, good morning. Who was here last night for that stream? I have to do a part 2 now. It's worse. You know what? Actually, I'm only going to spend about an hour on this, maybe even less, because I really want to get into this something I saw today. So it will be another stream after this, directly after this. But let's get into it. Oh, white people. Y'all are pissed. Lehman Lucas, good morning. I am good. I am good. MML, good morning. All right, let's begin. White people, y'all out here pissing off Mexicans.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern
via X, and we're also going to go to TikTok. So I had bookmarked some tweets regarding this situation. We're going to start here.
There's been
fair use.
because they're fed up. So recently, people in Mexico have been complaining because there's been an increased amount of Americans moving to Mexico without documentation. This has been causing inflation in Mexico since Americans usually don't pay any tax, and they pay in US dollars, so prices have been going up. Just in the past 60 days, there's been over 240,000 immigrant apprehensions, and over 7,000 of them have been deported so far.
Say that again. Say that again.
Pay in US dollars, so prices have been going up. Just in the past 60 days, there's been over 240,000 immigrant apprehensions, and over 7,000 of them have been deported so far. The reason people are fleeing from the US to Mexico is because they can't afford to live in America anymore, and in Mexico, the US dollar has a lot more value and can go a longer way. However, because of this, people in Mexico are also feeling like Americans have been colonizing in a lot of parts of Mexico, and for locals, it's been a struggle since businesses have been naturally raising prices in response to this. People in Mexico are saying this is decreasing the quality of life over there, and everyone using pesos now having to pay more to buy.
Well. Ain't that something? The hell is that? Who the hell's texting me at 9 a.m.? So there you go. Y'all out here fucking up economies. Just like your colonizing ancestors. I said it. Then I saw this tweet this morning. So apparently this dude's over in the UK. He said, landed back in the UK, absolutely loved Mexico. However, I have never been glad to be away from Americans. The rudest, loudest, unfunny, most insufferable human beings I have ever encountered. Now, you clearly did this for engagement. We could talk about your granddaddy, your grandmama, your mammy, and most of them females over there y'all deal with. Because we have seen y'all on holiday. Yes. Y'all sound like banshees, especially when you go to Africa. Y'all act like y'all ain't had not a lick of sense. Then I saw this asshole, Mr. I got knocked out supporting Trump. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't him. It was the other dude. But here we go. I'm so sick of seeing foreign flags in America. Okay. I don't get it. You left your corrupt country to come to the USA and yet you still rep what you fled. Uh-huh. The worst is Hispanics born in America flying a Mexican flag. Where's your loyalty? Just go back. Enjoy your foreign flag. Okay. Sir, what about all them white folk who are born here, but they still rep they're Irish, they're Italian, they're Ukrainian, whatever you want to call it. Bet you won't tell them that. Seems like you got a problem with Mexicans. You can go to California and tell them that. You can go to Texas and tell them that. Arizona, New Mexico. You can go over there and tell them that. I'm sure they'll listen to you. This motherfucker. This motherfucker. Do you see what this motherfucker wrote? I'm gonna leave that on the screen for a second. Do you see what that person with the Knicks in their name put? Do you see that? All right. Okay. So regardless how you feel about the rebel flag, that is still American. So I don't understand that. But you let them tell it. You let them tell it. Damn. There you go. Mm. They're saying that you're nothing but a dumb MMA fighter. You got to go fight them charges, young man. This is still funny, by the way, because I actually did a stream, I think back in 2022, when I was talking about how Americans were running over there during the pandemic. I think we should revisit that. Anyway, how are y'all doing this morning? How are y'all doing? Tabernacle via Business Insider. It's not just Ted Cruz. Americans have been escaping to Mexico since the beginning of the scamdemic. Here's why. This was back in 2021. Ted Cruz made headlines last week when the junior senator from Texas was spotted flying to Cancun, Mexico, while his home state was battling a crippling winter storm. A quick weekend trip with family and friends quickly became a political scandal, as Cruz had planned to stay abroad for multiple days instead of returning right back to Texas, where millions of his constituents struggled without power and water. The senator promptly changed his flight and returned home after being discovered. But Cruz was not the first American seeking to escape the harsh realities of daily life during the pandemic by traveling to Mexico, and he won't be the last. U.S. citizens flying south of the border for vacation has been a common practice since the early days of the health crisis, despite all the warnings against non-essential travel. The onset of the pandemic saw most nations take the drastic step of closing their borders to the world, with countless remaining closed today. As of late November, an insider investigation found that less than 100 countries had reopened their borders to Americans, and some had instituted strict parameters for travelers, including a negative coffee venereal disease test taken before departure and upon arrival. But even as the U.S., Mexico, and Canada agreed to close their shared land borders to non-essential travel at the pandemic's peak, a loophole continues to allow air travelers to cross both borders. Travelers arriving in Canada are faced with a quarantine and testing requirement, while those bound for Mexico do not have to endure either, opening travel opportunities to the latter. For the most part, Americans never experienced the lack of air travel options to Mexico, even as the pandemic shuttered countless global air links and the land border remained closed throughout. I'm trying to find where they were talking about. This might not have been the article. Let me see. Americans. It was because the work one is the one that I want y'all to see. Here you go. More Americans are living and working in Mexico. Where does that leave the locals? Well, ain't that something? Derek Morgan moved to Mexico during the pandemic after a solo trip. I fell in love with the culture, the people, just everything about the city, the 31-year-old attorney and self-described digital nomad said. The warm weather and relaxed coffee venereal disease restrictions played a part in his decision to spend more time there after he first visited at the end of 2019. He now lives and works in Mexico City during the fall and the winter. He calls himself a snowbird, and he stays in short-term rental properties. The most enticing factor is less expensive to live there than when he's at a Chicago condominium. I was living in an apartment that was just as nice as my condo, but for a third of the price. You can't really beat that, Morgan said. Knowing Mexico's cost of living in general was almost half of what it is stateside. Mexico City has seen an influx of people migrating to the historic metropolis, especially during the pandemic, when remote work made it possible to work from different places. Currently, 1.6 million Americans live in Mexico, according to the State Department. Mexico City is the 5th rated destination for digital nomads globally, according to nomadlist.com. Excuse me. While foreigners have reaped the benefits of cheaper housing as they spend money on the local economy, some critics say it's created more inequity for local Mexicans who are feeling priced out. The influx of expats with high purchasing power has led to viral videos of local residents condemning them for higher living costs and gentrification in the capital city. Well, kind of sounds like what we've been saying about motherfuckers that show up in black neighborhoods after they start gentrifying it. Didn't we tell y'all that? Oh, you laughed. You laughed. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Community T. Good morning. Mark Lawrence, good morning. Casey Malone, good morning. You don't like it. You told us to get over it. Now they're showing up in your home. And now you don't like it. Tough tortilla. Martin Naranjo, a Mexico City resident, drew attention to this issue in a TikTok video, decrying that locally owned taco stands and bodegas are turning into yoga studios and cafes in certain areas. He spoke about people having to go further away from the city to find affordable rent, food, and entertainment as prices climbed in recent years. He cited signs with crude language that have been posted in Mexico City neighborhoods addressing foreigners who are new to the area or working remotely. As he noted, the signs have gone viral on social media. Morgan said he had seen these signs posted weekly in areas where he's lived, though his experiences have been largely welcoming. Some locals believe there is little correlation between the rise in prices and the influx of Americans, with some saying the effects of having more foreigners are generally positive. So they take over your shit. Hector Romero, a partner at Peter and Romero, a real estate company based in Mexico City, has seen the surge in foreigners looking to live in the capital since the pandemic, with young professionals at the forefront of the movement. The areas are seeing an economic boost, he said, since new arrivals have high disposable income. He emphasized Mexico City isn't cheap, but in comparison to other countries digital nomads are migrating from, it's considerably more affordable. If you're making your salary in US dollars, pounds, Canadian dollars, you're better off living in Mexico City, Romero said. As for rental prices, they had been increasing before foreigners flocked to the city, he said. I think it's a false dichotomy saying I can't rent now because there are more foreigners, Romero said. He believes that the backlash towards newcomers is based on alarmism from locals who are seeing their increased visibility. And you a lawyer, you're an abogado, and you said this bullshit. Sir, that's the point. If you have established roots somewhere and you have a whole bunch of new people showing up, yeah, the locals are going to be pissed off because they know what's going to happen. They're going to get replaced. Jesus Christ. They can't be this slow. The world cannot be this slow. Maybe it is. It's more related to it's more related to income than it is to nationality, he said. He believes those areas with higher numbers of digital nomads are already economically out of reach for most of the locals. But not everyone agrees with this statement. Jesus Gonzalez, 40, who works in marketing. He has been living in La Condesa for 16 years and working in Roma, both considered higher end neighborhoods. I know there's a great migration of people. There has been a great migration of people who have left and foreigners come and take their place, he said. I know many neighbors who do not live in the area anymore due to rent rising. I know people who had mortgages, but they had to sell them. They could not keep paying. Because of the rising prices and the pandemic, some locals have left Mexico City for nearby alternatives such as Cuernavaca or Puebla, where there are larger properties at steeper discounts. According to Gonzalez, foreigners have been buying properties and not just in higher end areas. In my experience, it has nothing to do with social status. Foreigners buy anything from penthouses to small apartments. They're interested in the glamour of buying apartments in these historic areas. He said, son of a bitch. He said it. He said it. It's amazing when we tell people what goes on out here. They tell us that we woke and we don't know what we're talking about. We're just fear mongering. And look, you got somebody thousands of miles away telling you the same thing. This is exactly what the predecessors told y'all was going on in Harlem in the mid-90s. When all them white folks started buying up all those brownstones and getting all those nice, cheap-ass apartments and started tearing them down and creating all these luxury condos. You're taking away the historic feel and value of the area. Harlem ain't Harlem no more. Williamsburg, Brooklyn used to be a destination for the arts and music. Now it's $4,000 rents and a whole bunch of assholes who commute into the city, and they get to brag that they take the L train. And you got a damn Whole Foods there. Same thing now with Jamaica, Queens. They're bragging that they live there because they have 3 train lines and a goddamn, what do you call it? Well, technically 4 because the F train's up the street. And Long Island Railroad. Now they're building goddamn apartment complexes. They got a Target. Jamaica Avenue used to be a place for small businesses. The only big corporations that were there were fast food. Now you got Target. But you say that's progress. Okay. Okay. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. Here we go. Gonzalez feels the effects aren't limited to the housing market. He notes that in addition to residential properties, newcomers are now operating commercial businesses that have also been prosperous. The wave of new arrivals has increased commerce, spurred new businesses, and higher pay for some locals. But he added, in the process of gentrification, some gain and others lose. I say we should view the influx of foreigners from 2 perspectives. It benefits a lot: full restaurants, high commerce, cafes. That's a positive development, Gonzalez said. On the other hand, the formula is simple. The economic power is totally different from the local people, so they come and take over. And they don't like it. Oh, we know. We know. Hey, Mexico, one time. Let's help you. When y'all get them bullfight things, them motherfuckers, you got them white people down there. You go bullfight, you fuck around, you pay about $40, you get about 4 tickets, and you get all the carnitas you want. Now you're gonna have to pay $60. You have to pick which kid now you gonna take. The other one gonna have to see via live stream, and you don't get the carnitas no more. You just gonna get tortilla chips with salsa, and the salsa not even spicy. Ain't that a bitch? Margarita, bailando. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Bailando, 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 bailando. Americano. Americano. Abba, 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 abba. That's gotta suck. That's gotta suck. But like I said, we finna go to TikTok because TikTok is where they tell the truth.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
New to the city, working remotely, you're an effing plague and locals effing hate you. Leave the motherfucker. Damn, hold up, family. They so cold with it. They so cold with it. They wrote it in English. They are so cold with it. They wrote it in English. Now this dude's about to say it in Spanish, so it is what it is. But let's see what he's talking about. Fair use.
Se acaba de viralizar un letrero que apareció en la Ciudad de México, en donde aparentemente muchos mexicanos están hartos de los estadounidenses. Para que se den una idea, en la Ciudad de México hay 1 millón de estadounidenses viviendo en el país mexicano. Esto debido a que hay una gran cantidad de estadounidenses que se han estado mudando a la Ciudad de México, generando gentrificación. Pero, ¿qué es esto? Significa gente con dinero llegando a ciertas comunidades para cambiarlas completamente. Un caso así puede ser el puesto de tacos.
Yes, sir. So basically, the first 45 seconds, he talking about how all the Americans coming down here and everything's starting to go up. And the historic places where they could go get their cheap tacos and their cheap groceries are now becoming cafes and yoga studios. And they're like, what the fuck? Que es cabrón? That's what they saying. Well, sir, on behalf of the B1 contingent here, I think I speak for the family when I say, in your language, of course, levántate por tus, sorry, I fucked it up. My bad. I'm hanging around too many Spanish people at work. They talk fast. Now I talk fast in Spanish. We gonna slow it down a little bit. Levántate por tus propios medios. Do you know what that means, family? I just taught you something new. That means pick yourself up by your bootstraps. Once again, levántate por tus propios medios. You can go tell your Spanish people when they try to diss us. You can go tell them that one time. And I'll give you another one. We finna put that, you know what? Before we do that, we finna put it. I'll put it in the chat in a minute. Give me 1 second. I'll give you another one. Aguanta tus propias nueces. You know what that means? That means hold your own nuts. See? Keanu G knew. You go tell him that. We teach over here. So you want to know how to say hold your own nuts? There you go. That shit was crazy that I had to type that. I can't believe I still remember that. I had to go check it on Google, make sure I knew what I was talking about. We'll make it a little easier for you so you remember to use MLK's words. So pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. There you go. There you go. Yes, sir. Aguanta tus propios nueces. I'll give y'all one more as a bonus, just in case they try to get crazy. All you gotta say is pera culo negro. Bitch ass nigga.
Yo, fuck nuts.
You can even tell that to white people. White people be like this here after you say it.
Huh? Nah.
I bet you they were down there telling them that. Puss ass. Yo, puss ass. I wonder if you could say puss ass on there. Let's see if we can say puss ass on there. I know you Southern people, y'all don't like saying pussy. Y'all like to say puss ass. Oh, it's only Delgato? Nah, that ain't right. All right, whatever. Let's finish off. Go ahead, Mark Antonio. Mark Anthony, go ahead. Finish it off.
Transformándolo en un puesto de yoga o una fondita en un bar.
Now you a damn lie. You know you be watching them white women in them yoga studios. You be like, tu lengua en tu culo. I know that's what you tell them. And they be like, oh my God, I can't, I don't know what that means, but it sounded so sexy. All right.
Y esto hace que se empiece a hacer todo cada vez más caro. Y lo que hace la gentrificación es que las rentas empiezan a subir. Y las personas que viven ahí por décadas tienen que ir cada vez más lejos por comida.
Nigga, I ain't even gonna hold you. This man got his teeth look like the Joker smiling. I'm not even going to, that's fucked up. I'm not even going to do that.
Porque ya no la pueden costear y se tienen que mudar. Este es un problema global que ha sucedido en muchas otras ciudades y lamentablemente parece que está llegando a la Ciudad de México.
I was just trying to get out this motherfucker. Damn, it made me like it. Some bitch. I don't give a fuck. All right. So you heard that. What the fuck? No, why my kid going off like that? Yeah. Y'all can't be serious. Look, dude, he looked Asian. Wait a minute. He looked Asian. We finna get to that one. Hold on. Let's see what this is. Now this video went viral on Twitter. So it says, look at all the space that the entitled gringo tourists have had compared to the Mexican citizens. Look at them. Do you see? Look at them. Did you see that, family? Look. Now you know damn well y'all wrong for that. Y'all know y'all damn wrong for that. Look at man. Hey, black people. Stand down and stand by.
What the hell?
Hey, if Trump can tell the Proud Boys to stand down and stand by, hey, stand down. Hey, let them fight their own battle. Why are y'all on the floor? Why are y'all on the floor? Wait, let me expand it so y'all can see. Family, they don't. Oh wait, you can't expand this one. All right, that's fine. Why are y'all on the floor? Get up, you dirty muff. Never mind. Look how much noise they're doing.
Please leave our private event. There is
Bruh. Wait a minute. Bruh. No, she did not go up to Senorita Selena and tell her, leave our private event. Hey, Senorita Selena, you better turn to her and say, Cierra la boca, puta. Oh, wait, you're Spanish. You got to say it in English because they won't understand you.
To say the least, shut up, bitch.
You really just told this chick to leave, to leave. You should have slapped her in the face like one of them telenovelas. Let me see what you did.
Extra space over here.
Extra space. Do you hear that? Extra space. Look, and not a black face in a bunch. Look at that. Will you look at this? And then they got the nerve. Look at her. She all in the nigga. Look at this. He trying to report. She coming in there talking. Oh my God. Cállate. Just like that. Cállate. She'd have been the reason Sabado Higate was never canceled if she'd have slapped her. Oh my God. Reparations Nation is inquiring. How do I subscribe monthly? Well, that's we have the answer for that. We will do this for you. Now, usually if you're on your phone, there's a link that says join. And you pay your money and you become a member. But I know sometimes they want to do it and sometimes they don't. So we'll do this here. We will put the link in the chat for you. Because the Streamlabs bot must be asleep. Hey. Corta tu cheque. Cut the check. Hey, Mexicans, y'all better start taxing these motherfuckers. By the way, family, did you hear that 4 Americans got killed? Trying to cross over to go do medical procedures and 2 of them got shot. The other 2, they don't know. I think they got stabbed. But there you go. Oh my God. Look at her. Look at her. Look
This
at
is
her.
what some Mexicans are calling modern colonialism.
No, really?
This is what some Mexicans are calling modern colonialism. The heavy influx of Americans moving to Mexico City to take advantage of lower living costs. Other locals are calling it gentrification, a plague, or even an invasion.
Now you know damn well, sir, you did not come down there with her. You got to be American. There they go. They taking your women. They taking tus mujeres. You better go fight. You tell them we demand that you do not take not only the good Mexican looking women, good looking Mexican women, but you do not take the refrigerators. You got to fight. No, Reparation Nation, you got to go. You got to click my you got to click the avatar where it has my the name and the subscriber number, and it'll take you back to the homepage and then join there. But you got the link there, so there you go. Continue.
Gentrification, a plague, or even an invasion.
What?
Behind you!
Oh, ay Dios mío, it's gringos. And look, they pissed off in the comments. Look at this. Look at this. They pissed off.
my God!
You're thinking of moving to Mexico City? Wow. One simple recommendation.
Don't come.
Gentrification.
He sound like Command Me. He sound like Command Me. Don't come. Don't come.
Is the name of the game.
Critics say the flood of Americans has caused an increase in the cost of basic necessities for locals. Rent has more than doubled for some. This is not to mention that Mexico City residents already spend an average of 60% of their income on housing.
The same people moving are the same ones who complain when immigrants come to America. And of course, natives are upset, as they should be.
Many Americans moving to Mexico City are working remotely and still getting paid in US dollars. Some locals have...
I wonder what's going to happen after the election when them companies stop doing that. They say, listen, if you still want to work for us, you got to come back home. I wonder if they're going to do it. Ah, that's a blessing. Reparation Nation is just become a member. Remember, it's 99 cents. Helps me reinvest back in the platform and buy toys and clothes for the baby. And also, when you become a member or you let us know how long you've been a member or you give a super chat or a super sticker, you get this here.
benefited from increasing tourism. But for many, that doesn't balance.
Damn, them tortas must cost like $8 now.
Out rising costs and inflation. Mexicans are also fed up with Americans ignoring cultural and social norms. And some complain that
Since when did Mexicans eat burgers?
certain places, English is more common than Spanish. Local.
That's funny as hell. I thought that sign on that street light said no English. I thought this, I swear to God, I thought this sign said no English. Oh no. No, Nettie Newsom, good morning. That's not the pot calling the kettle black. That's the pot calling the kettle moreno. Oh my God. Okay, we've hit that point of the show, family. We have hit that point of the show.
This is way over the edge. Like we it's not even over the edge. We died already.
This is beyond the event horizon. Like we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah, we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah.
Hey, Mexico, I know this is gonna sound fucked up, but y'all better pray for an earthquake. You're gonna see how quick them motherfuckers run back home, boy.
Spanish. Local businesses are being forced to shut down and replaced by cafes and Pilates studios.
Keep a pin in that one. Keep a pin in that.
People who live in Mexico City and people who work in Mexico City, including myself, we want to get a place, but it's really difficult because the prices are so high, and even with a good salary, it's very difficult. You're still bragging about how cheap it is and how it's not even like a quarter of your rent in LA, and it's messed up, right?
This is what some Mexicans.
Whoa, shit. Remember what we told you earlier? Because y'all wanted to play them games. I told y'all to get to y'all cousins. Tell them to calm down the bullshit. But you ain't want to listen, okay? Who want to tell him? Aguanta tu propias nueces. Hold your own nuts. Because see, here's the thing. And Community T, you done seen this. Motherfucking white people will see a hurricane. The motherfucker will load up the jet ski and go out there. Motherfucker go out there and start surfing. Motherfucker go sit there on the beach taking pictures and live streaming. Y'all gotta understand, these same motherfucker who do storm chasing, they love that shit. The earthquake though, they panic. Kelsey, did you feel that? Yeah, they said it might have been like a 6.4. No. See, they didn't tell us this in Mexico that Mexico has earthquakes. They did not tell us this. Well, it's just, it's the earth. The earth the earth hurts at times. The earth hurts. No. Okay, no. We don't have these. Okay, we didn't have these in Tennessee. Okay, no. I'm sorry, not Tennessee. We didn't have these in Boston. Okay, no, not Boston. That's a bad accent. We didn't have these in Philadelphia. Okay, we didn't have these in Philly. We're going back home. No, but I love it here. I don't care. You can stay, but I'm going home. Okay, I'd rather deal with the snow and the Negroes. I am not staying here. Okay. So are you going to come? Because I'm going to the airport now. I will send for my things later. Kelsey, where are you going? Get out of the bathroom. I don't have time for this. I already booked the flight. It leaves in 2 hours. And you know how hard it is to find a taxi now. So are you coming or not? Okay, fine. I will let your mother know that you're still down here. But I'm going home. Okay? And community, you better look at what they did with that Mexico City earthquake in 85. That tore that city apart, boy. And the only other reason why I don't want them to get a hurricane is because I know what would happen, especially with the coastal towns like Acapulco and Cancun. That'll wipe out that economy, and then them white people gonna run down there talking about we're gonna fix it up, and then they're gonna push all them people out. It's gonna look like Jamaica. Hey, Mexicans, you better take it. You better take a lesson from UCLA one time.
I think we need more barricade, guys.
Shit.
Gentrification is a major problem in Mexico City.
You're Asian. You can't make this up. I'm sorry, I got to do it to y'all family.
Life has definitely been lifing. I'm going to keep you guys updated with
Go ahead, Paul Choi. Go ahead, tell him.
A lot of Americans and other foreigners have been moving to the neighborhoods of Roma Norte and Condesa. Roma Norte right now, and now we have all these like trendy cafes that kind of like cater to like Americans. This influx of foreigners has pushed out a lot of Mexicans out of their own neighborhoods. Rent prices have skyrocketed and have become unaffordable for everyday Mexicans. Roma Norte is very beautiful, so I don't blame the foreigners for picking this location.
The foreigners.
However, unfortunately, this has left permanent consequences on everyday Mexicans. Gentrification is a major problem in Mexico City. A lot of Americans and other foreigners have been moving.
What the hell just happened? You see? There they go starting again. You see? You bastards. Y'all see that, right? Motherfucker, you. Y'all saw that, right?
City. A lot of Americans and other foreigners have been moving to the neighborhoods of Roma Norte and Condesa. Roma Norte right now, and now we have all these like trendy cafes that kind of like cater to like Americans. This influx
sir,
of foreigners has pushed out.
Whoa. Now I understand you might be a citizen down there now, sir, but I'm sorry. I think I speak for the family when we say we would rather hear the locals talk about that, because we're listening to you, and I'm sure you're giving us pertinent information that we can use to teach the family. But there's just this constant thing that we have to introduce to you. How are you Asian and you're speaking French?
Who is we? Who is we?
Now he about to tell you he a Mexican. All right, say it less. Go ahead. Now, why are you not playing? What is this?
Gentrification is a major problem in Mexico City. A lot of Americans and other foreigners have been moving to the neighborhoods of Roma Norte and Condesa. Roma Norte right now, and now we have all these like trendy cafes that kind of like cater to like Americans. This influx of foreigners has pushed out a lot of Mexicans out of their own neighborhoods. Rent prices have skyrocketed.
So what did you do? You see that? What did you do? I'm gonna be quiet. Now I don't want to play.
Gentrification and have become unaffordable for everyday Mexicans. Roma Norte is very beautiful, so I don't blame the foreigners for picking this location.
Foreigners!
However, unfortunately, this has left permanent consequences on everyday Mexicans.
The foreigners. Do you hear this, man? The foreigners. Lord. They really want to be adjacent to their friends. I get it. Hey, Mexico, I got a solution for you. Since they're coming over to take over, I think it's time. I think it's time. I think y'all should just do that. Go call up the city destroying niggas from 96 and just burn it all down. I think that's what you should do. They gonna go home. They finna go home. I'm just saying. I think they go home after that. Shit. Black women staying a good morning. Shit. Mr. Chin and them, oh, they good. But now they called up here's the funny thing. They done called up the Mexicans. Now the Mexicans are down there in Jamaica. Shit. And who started it? The Brits. Oh, Lord. Yeah, man, y'all don't understand what's going on out here, family. That's what I'm trying to teach y'all. Y'all don't understand. That motherfucker, bro, this is a global realignment they're trying to pull in front of you. I know it's early that I said that. I know. We got a couple more videos, and then I'm going to close this out, and then we're going to get to I need you to see what Israel's over here doing. Yeah, we go play that early. Let me just do this real fast. Y'all really got to see this. Yeah. Family, we in trouble. That damn white vote.
Gentrification.
Breaking news. The president of Mexico has stated that he will begin to deport Americans that have moved to Mexico without proper documentation, aka illegal immigrants. This comes after the president of Mexico states that he is tired of Americans gentrifying.
Look, do y'all see this comment right here? This RWSS comment? He said yes, or she. Americans in Mexico are also legal immigrants. Protect our culture. Motherfucker. My bad. This is Spanish, right? These are Mexicans, right? Maricón. Rotted. Play, you bastard. I hate when this does that.
This is gentrification.
Breaking news. The president of Mexico has stated that he will begin to deport Americans that have moved to Mexico without proper documentation, aka illegal immigrants. This comes after the president of Mexico states that he is tired of Americans gentrifying cities in Mexico. In the past 3 weeks, we have seen different events where Americans try to colonize beaches, public areas,
Colonize.
and salsa.
Colonize.
While that means Americans have moved to Mexico for a better life, they moved there because they cannot afford to live here in the United States. So move to Mexico so they can afford a lifestyle there. But locals have raised their prices because Americans are paying in dollars, while locals that are still shopping have to pay in pesos and now have to pay the equivalent of the dollar. And instead of these people moving to Mexico and bettering the economy, they're making it horrible for the people that live there, you know, the natives. And if you already did not know, the amount of Mexicans migrating to the United States has slowed down by the 100,000 since 2019. The amount of Mexicans living in the United States leaving willingly back to Mexico has increased drastically.
Right.
And while Mexicans are moving back to Mexico, a lot of Americans have been moving to Mexico for a better life. But my, how the tables have turned. What are your thoughts?
Who want to say it? Aguante, aguanta tus propios medios. Y'all gotta go somewhere with your life. Y'all need, when they get off the plane at Aeropuerto de Mexicano, yeah, y'all need to be throwing the goddamn this is gonna be so wrong to say, but I don't give a damn. Y'all need to be throwing at them the arroz. Y'all need to be throwing the frijoles negros. Y'all need to be throwing the mocajates, especially the mocajates, A for la cabeza. And you also need to be throwing them coyotes at them. I ain't talking about the ones that be bringing people over here. I'm talking about like the actual coyotes that you'll get off the mountains, the Pueblas and all that. Get them off. Throw the coyotes at white people. White people will try to pet it until it growl, and then white people start running. Should be hilarious.
Like, you know, I want to keep my podcast, Mo. Y'all ain't finna cancel me.
This why we throw all that shit at them. The platos, the cups, throw everything. Hey, get abuela, get her walking stick, throw that shit at them too. Do all that shit.
What the hell?
You think I'm playing? I'm trying to save your economy. I'm trying to save your culture. All right. You don't want to listen to me? Okay. This is what's going to happen to your economy. You don't listen to me. Y'all want to know what's going to happen to the economy and their culture? I'm finna show you. There you go. Fuck you mean? Mexicans, I done told y'all this. Y'all motherfucker ready. Do you understand Mexicans right now at 10 o'clock in the morning on May 1st who got a restaurant, they ordering hella Corona right now for next, next Sunday? So they could appeal to white people. This is what y'all should do on Cinco de Mayo. Don't fuck with me on these drops. Don't fuck with me on these drops. Abuela and Tia, I know y'all got more. A lot of y'all got nuts. Get out there. Y'all got aguantes. Get out there. Throw the torta, the pan de torta. Throw it at him. Do it like Eddie Murphy mama did to his daddy. Throw all that shit. Okay, we're gonna help you. Throw that Mexican water on and you know they give him bad diarrhea. You heard what I said. Oh my God. One more.
This video is no shade to this creator, but she has made a
Interesting.
Breaking news. The president.
This video is no shade to this creator, but she has made a video about services she's offering to help people move abroad and escape America.
She
and
looks
I think
crazy.
people like this don't understand the harm they are doing to the local communities and countries that they are moving to when they leave America. So I would like to make this an informative video so people truly think about and understand the consequences of their actions when they escape America.
So I'm Tracy, and I am a relocation consultant. What does that mean? It means that I help people escape America.
First and foremost, I totally understand why people would want to escape America. It can be a very toxic place to live. So I do understand why people want to leave the States. I want to make that clear. But part of growing up in the toxic USA is that we are raised to be very individualistic and very selfish and really only thinking about ourselves and not the impact we have on others.
Oh, lady, mujer, ven aquí, siéntase. Who the fuck are you to tell us how we are? Ma'am, let me explain something. You see the personas negros, especially the bonitas and well, you black women bonita. Anyway, I'm being unprofessional. We done had enough empathy for everybody else. Now y'all don't like it. See, when she did this video June 2nd, we done had enough empathy for everybody. We've had more empathy for the whole country than the whole rest of the country put together. But y'all said we was crazy. We doing too much. I'm going to tell you what I told them. Hold your own nuts. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. We're not doing it no more because we see how it. We've seen how y'all react when we try to be the moral authority. Y'all leave. There you go. There you go. Why you gotta say she Vicky the Robot from Small Wonder? She ain't got the white boy with her. You can't do that. And then they made the girl human somewhat. Y'all guys don't do that. Don't do that. You're gonna make me fuck up. All right, you know what? Red Blitz, you out of line. Somebody go get Red Blitz. You out of line.
She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls.
You out of line for that. You out of line for that. Why you do that?
This video is no shade.
This is Leticia, a local architect with a focus on urban communities.
It's a
This
refrigerator.
neighborhood and Roma Norte is where we see the concentration of tourists, people that are coming to live temporarily here in Mexico or permanent. They establish here and they usually don't go out that much. So this sometimes can be a little bit like Mexican Disneyland.
So Roma and Condesa, there's a lot of people who make fun. They're like, we need a visa now to go to those neighborhoods. People saying like, oh, now dogs speak English.
Los barrios Roma Condesa no eran unos barrios populares, eran unos barrios de clase media que de hecho se habían despoblado después del temblor de 1985.
The digging continues. The death toll rises. More than 250 buildings in Mexico City have been reduced to rubble.
Y que habían sido repoblados por los jóvenes de mi generación que llegaron a esta parte de la ciudad a ocupar apartamentos muy amplios a unos precios ridículos. Y me tuve que mudar de aquí por el temblor de 19 de septiembre de 2017 porque el edificio quedó sumamente dañado y muchos de los habitantes de aquí pensamos que no era seguro seguir viviendo y nos mudamos a otras partes de la ciudad. Pero bueno, me tocó mirar esta primera gentrificación de la ciudad. Lo que estamos viviendo es una segunda ola de gentrificación.
This is Leticia, a local architect.
Hablas. Hablas tu mierda. All right, family. We're going to get up out of here. But I'll tell y'all this. Mexico, y'all have a perfect opportunity to show the world y'all have the aguante. You show them that y'all not taking this lying down. You heard what I said. Get out there. Get active. You know, after you go to the yoga studio, because we know y'all like to be around them, and get them out of your country. Unless you're not going to listen to a negro, because we know how y'all act. So if y'all stick around, next stream is going to start. That one's not going to be as long too. Pause. So I will see y'all in a few minutes. Take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when for them today. The agents of chaos tried to mess with the sombrero wearers. You don't do that. You don't do that. You do this here.
At the end of the day gotta end.